build new relationships, find new energy to break all barriers. Become one with your idea, your passion and belief. Well, since 1999, we have partnered and nurtured more business relationships than any other company. Helping entrepreneurs explore new businesses is not just what we believe in, it has always been who we are. Since Gaurav packed his bags and left off in search of the extraordinary, we have opened and put more businesses on a growth path than anybody else. And the best thing about growth is that it never stops knocking on the doors of successful people. Successful people who are always looking for the right opportunity. We all get a moment with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by Management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Today's brand is Lee Cooper. Lee Cooper is a well-known British heritage brand originally founded in 1908. Lee Cooper is especially famous for its denim products. In India, Lee Cooper is popular for offering a wide range of clothing, footwear, and accessories, primarily focusing on casual and denim fashion. This brand has a strong presence in retail stores, malls, and online platform across India. Today, I'm joined with Rajesh Yadav, who will be representing the brand. And I'm also joined with some of my colleagues. Gaurav Baroda is the Vice President, Franchise India. Anand Agarwal, the CEO of Franchise India East. We have Mayank, the center head from Pune. We have Ravi, center head of Hyderabad. And we also have joined with Praveen Diwan, who's the channel partners for us in North. And we, of course, we also have Soham. Soham is the brand manager from Franchise India. So before we start the presentation and take you through with the business opportunity, I would like to inform you that all the viewers will have an opportunity to ask your queries about the brand and the business opportunities. I would request you to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. Now, before we go ahead and start the presentation, I would like to invite Gaurav in case if you would like to set a context for this webinar.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Bharat, for giving me this podium, and good afternoon to all my dear viewers, and welcome to this Bharat Franchise over Business Opportunity Over Chai session with the brand called Lee Cooper. So, as Bharat has told, that this brand has got a legacy of more than 100 years, and they are originally not from India, but they are from the outside, and the brand was owned by ITC before. But now, my friends, I'd like to tell you that the brand has been taken over by Reliance, which is the biggest brand in the country, with the biggest conglomerate in the country, which has come up with the lot of retail opportunities for our franchise opportunist people who are looking at setting up a new business in the retail category. However, they're also creating a new mark in the retail category with a lot of young brands also coming up from the house of Reliance. So we are presenting this opportunity to you where you can understand that what has been the main pedigree for the brand Lee Cooper, where do they come from, what exactly they have done so far that they have been able to sustain their business for last 100 odd years, what kind of products and SKUs, what kind of price range that they have been offering, which has been liked by all of us since our childhood, and we are still wearing these garments, we're still wearing their their footwears, their denims, and their other casual wears. And for the investors, this is an opportunity to basically understand that how they can create an income opportunity for themselves, where they will be setting up a retail outlet and how they can basically create an opportunity in their market, in their local vicinity for their buyers, for their consumers. So you have to be basically, you have to be attentive, you have to lend your eyes and ears to make sure that you make out most of the session that we are hosting you today, because brand is going to talk about the entire journey so far that they have gone through, the products that they have, the minimum investment, the minimum space size, the kind of vicinity that you need, and the roles and responsibilities which are going to be basically divided between you as an investor, you as a franchise, and the brand, and how you are going to be basically doing this job on day-to-day basis. So right from setting up guidelines to hiring guidelines to training guidelines, selection of the SKU, then the rate cards and the average selling price and the total bill value per customer that you can expect, the monthly sales, the yearly sales, the average cash flows per month basis and the yearly basis and the subsequent year basis, and what kind of expenses are there, variable, non-variable, fixed expenses, and what kind of paybacks can you expect in this business. So the more you are attentive, the more you are going to make this session interactive, the more you are going to leverage out of this session. So I request every viewer who is present out there in the session, use the Q&A box available on your chat screen and ask as many questions as possible, and we'll be happy to answer. You can also leave your contact details and the location of your interest, so that all my dear colleagues who are present from the other parts of the country, as said by Bharat, we have a very senior colleague, Anand Agarwal, from our East India. He takes care of the entire East India division as the CEO of our company. Then we have Mayank, we have got Ravi from the Hyderabad, we have got Mayank from Pune, we have got Soham from the head office, and we have got other colleagues from our Delhi office and other parts of the country. So they will be deploying their team. They will be giving you the call and fix up the direct meeting with you, so that whatever unclear point you have, whatever apprehension you have, that can be cleared one-on-one basis. And then they will align your call with the brand team, so that we are through with the entire discussion. We are learned about the model. We are learned about the opportunity. We know where exactly is to be done, what kind of fitment going right, and then we can probably take it to the next level. So thank you so much once again for joining, and stay attentive, stay tuned. We'll be taking up your questions later part of the day. Use the Q&A box and stay tuned. Thank you. Bharat, you can take up. You can introduce the brand team.
Okay. So now I would request Rajesh ji, please, I mean, take the lead and take us through with the brand presentation.
Yeah. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you Franchise India for giving us a platform where we can introduce our brand to the viewers. Warm welcome to the viewers. Very good afternoon. And it's rightly said about the brand that the brand is existing from a longer period of time into the market, and we were sustaining from a long. Now 2019 onwards, the Reliance has taken over the Lee Cooper brand from Future Group. So this is a basic about what is Reliance is all about. Is a number one retailer in India. 2003-24 is a gross sale of dollar 31.7 billions. Is the fastest growing retail. 22-23 is as given YOY of 25%, which no other competitor has given. Largest player in the market across all the segments, including grocery, consumer, electronics, fashion, and lifestyle. So now comes down to a Lee Cooper. That was about a Reliance. What is all about a Reliance? Lee Cooper is an 112 years old brand, and it's basically from the Eastern London, and is an aspirational brand for a mid-premium brand. The position matters a lot for a brand when you launch it into the market. So it's basically known for its apparel and footwear. And since we were into the childhood, we were knowing about Lee Cooper. So this was the journey how the brand has started working in 1908 from Europeans' first denim brand. and then gradually it has gone and has covered a long period of time, struggled a lot to make up a brand into the market, and people knows it as a brand till 2024, 2020, sorry, 2004. After that, Future Group has taken over it, and it was some downfall was there, due to which the brand couldn't able to come up onto the mark. And since 2019, when the market has been taken by the Reliance, we again launching it into the market with the same perspective. It has to be to become India's most preferred fashion brand, and equally strong and acceptable across apparel and footwear. This is a the fight that we are doing it, and we were making it again onto the market, and we want it to be a well-known brand again in the Indian retail market. So these are the highlights about what the Lee Cooper was, how the business was done, and how much in 22-23 is was 160 crores of a business that was done by the footwear only, and the sale was approximately 400 crores. The best part is that when we talk about Lee Cooper, we talk about men's, ladies, kids, footwear, and accessories. We give a full family buying atmosphere and a platform for the customers. So most of the brands, when you go and you buy into it, they will be either for the men's or for the ladies or both. But this is a platform where you can get everything at under the one roof. That is, all casuals you will finding at one roof. So this is an age of that we are targeting of 18 to 30 years for the young individuals, and the pricing is very sharp in terms of we are keeping it very competitive when it talks about the higher end market. So we are keeping it low, the price at a very competitive price in terms of Lee Cooper, Allen Solly. We are Levi's keeping it below to that, so that we can have customers from that segment also, as well as from the down segment also, like Peter England, Raymond's, Blackberry. So this is a positioning of ours. So this is about a brand, that how the brand mapping we do for a Lee Cooper, that how which all segments we keep it inside it. This is gives you a glimpse that the social media, how it works out, but we give that we have approximately Facebook 1.1 million customers. Instagram, we have 65,000 followers. This is a marketing highlight. These are the marketing that is being done by us time to time. That was an online marketing that's been done. These are some glimpses of the articles that we keep inside Lee Cooper brand. So it includes accessories also, as well as the men's casual, and winter and summer is clubbed together. This is the apparels. This is what I was talking about, a positioning of our brand. If you talk about the higher fashion and the premium fashion, we are at the starting stage. We have kept it a very low price point, so that we can have that full we can cater to a big mass market. So we are below than Levi's, Lee, Pepe Jeans, Jack and Jones, Gas, Louis Phillips, Allen Solly. And when you look about the footwear, the pricing and the fashion is also on a higher end than Numero Uno and Flying Machine, so that it can gives you an additional benefit out of it. So these are the Lee Cooper. Lee Cooper is in for the jeans. Lee Cooper Original, that is an accessory led for the fashion led products, and the price driven for the consumer. This is a price point that we are keeping, and this is a very aggressive price point that we have kept. We have surveyed the market and find out that where, what, and how we need to place our market. The denims are starting with 1,999, it goes to 3,999. Women's start with 1,599 and it goes to 299. Boys 1,299 starting price point, and the girls the starting price is 999. So this is how we have kept it for the denims. That's how it goes for the shirts, t-shirts, trouser, denim jackets, dresses, and then women's wear. So these are the types of jeans that we are having, and we are getting a very good response on it. Other than this, we also had made the first jeans which is made out of cigarette birds. So this is also one of the innovation that is done by the Lee Cooper. These are the jeans types of jeans that we are catering to in a women's category. So this was a season 23 that you can see the glimpse of what all the articles that we are having in 2023 for boys. This was for girls in autumn winter 23 that we have introduced. This is how the store looks like. This is an interior photos that we have kept. So somewhat kind of an interior will be we are keeping in, and there will be no pumping of stock inside the store. We are not want to make it very heavy so that people could not able to browse between the products. So we are keeping it very calculative and very clean so that customers can easily look into it and buy it out. So this is a jeans section that how we're going to keep it up, and these are the two this. So this is all about Lee Cooper, a basic information that we have given. You're done.
Okay, so thanks so much, Rajesh. Anyone does have any kind of question related to this brand? Okay, so to all the viewers, I would request you to please, in case if you have any question, you please put it in the Q&A box, and
Yes,
we
Rajeshji,
will.
I'd like to ask one question that if you can run through the overall financials, that how much does it cost to set up, and what basically are going to be the modalities, how the stock correction is to be done, and how people are going to manage the difference between the online store versus the offline store. Is it there going to be a disparity in the rates, or is it going to be the same, or is it going to be the same stock, or is it going to be the different stock that you have for the online and offline? So if you can give all these modalities, it will give more clear picture to people who are there in the viewer list, right? To understand the brand better, to understand their own challenges and their own functionality better.
Right. So when we talk about the Lee Cooper having in 5 categories, that is men's, ladies, kids, footwear and accessories, due to which we'll be looking for in a bigger area. That will be approximately 1200 square feet that we are looking of. And the frontage has to be from 16 feet above. The location of the store has to be on the ground floor. That will be a preferred one. And we want our placement in between the brands that we have already shown, like Jack and Jones, Louis Phillips, Allen Solly, Peter England, Lee Wrangler. So in between, somewhere in the market, we are looking in our positioning into it. Other than this, when we talk about the brands, how the brand works, the brand is not charging any franchisee fees. Moreover, there will be no franchisee registration, as well as there will be no royalty cost involved in it. So we work on two different models. That is, one is an SOR model. SOR is sales or return model. The other one is outright model. Outright model is when you need to buy the merchandise and you need to sell it off. I'll first talk about SOR model, how the SOR model works. SOR model is you buy the merchandise, you sell it, and if it's not sold out before the season ends, you can send all the merchandise back to the Reliance, and Reliance will give you a credit note, which will be redeemed for the next season merchandise. So there will be a 100% stock correction in it. So in this also, there will be no franchisee fee, no registration fee, no franchisee cost. Other than this, a billing software, SAP software will be given free to the franchisee. Franchisee need to place the hardware by himself. Going further, if I talk about the investment.
Okay. So how much?
Yeah. So
Yes. How much capital is going to be required? What is the floor size? How you are going to set up the entire outlet?
Right. So when you talk about the investment will take against the bank guarantee. So as the categories are more, we have 5 categories. So we'll be looking of 20 lakh rupees of bank guarantee. Against that, we're going to give 60 lakh rupees of MRP of stock. That will remain the base stock for the outlet till the BG is in force. Now, the margins, talk about the margins. The franchisee will get all his margin by the seventh day, every seventh day. We're going to send a mail stating that these are the articles is been sold for a week on MRP and on discount. So this will be a particular margin for the franchisee. He can keep that particular percentage with him, and rest of the amount need to be deposited in the bank. As soon as it will deposit in the bank, the company will verify the amount, and then it will go for the PO generation, and then the stock will be ready for a dispatch, and stock will reaches to store. This is a circle that has been we have made, so that every seventh day you will going to get your stock back, every 15th day, in a process of.
So
So
what is the typical gross margin that we are keeping for our investors, for our franchise partners?
yes, that I'm coming on. So if you talk about the margins that for a franchisee is, whenever an article is being sold on MRP, a 30% margin will be given to the franchisee, and if it's a discounted article, it will be a 25%. This
Okay. Okay. And what's the kind of throughput that we're expecting per month basis? What's the average billing per customer that we expect?
see,
And how many orders per month? Is there any sheet that we can run through for
no, we
the
do.
sake of investors?
No, it's not that, but the lowest store that is doing approximately 16 lakh rupees of in business, due to the location to location varies. As we have in Pune, we have the store who is doing approximately 24 lakh rupees of in business. We have in Kerala also, we are having 6 stores which are doing very good, approximately 19 lakh rupees of in business on an average they are delivering from Kerala. So it's depend upon the location to location and varies to the store to store. That but if you look at the average business that we talk about, the average business, the it will be approximately 2,500 will be our price point, average price point, just because we are starting from 2,000 rupees our jeans, and when we talk about the kids, it's 919 thousand rupees we are starting our jeans. So approximately when people buy for family, it will be 2,500 rupees a basket size that comes into it. So in this one, we have one more clause also, that if you become a master franchisee, for example, you have one store currently, and you refer your family, your friends, or anybody into the market across India, it will be counted under you. And if you, as soon as you will open the 5th store, from you will going to get a 5% additional from 30. So your percentage will increase to 35% instead of 30. And we have not made any geographical boundaries for master franchisee, just because we want them to play across and aggressively. On the other part, when we talk about the outright model, outright model is the franchisee need to purchase the merchandise and then need to sell, and there will be correction of 10% for a season to season. Stock correction will be only of 10%. Here also there will be no franchisee fees, no registration fees, no royalty that need to pay. Franchisee need to buy his own software and hardware. Other than this, BG that will be given, for example, 20 lakh rupees of BG is being given. We will give 90 days of time so that he can encash his bank guarantee. Other than this, the margin here also you are going to get your margins on the 7th day. But when we talk about the percentage of a margin, it will be 45% in this outright model. And whenever you're doing a purchase in cash more than 1 lakh rupees, from the second time you're going to get 3% discount on your purchase. I'll give you an example. For example, in a month you have done a sale of 10 lakh rupees. Your margin is 45%, so you got 4,50,000 with you. Rest of the 5,50,000, when you do a purchase, you will going to get 3% discount on it. As soon as you do give the money for the purchase, all the merchandise will come back to you again the store, which has been sold out. And that's how the cycle goes on. So for getting the merchandise on your store, you need to do a purchase on time so that there will be no lapse in stock. So this is a basic information.
All
Rest
right.
about the interiors. When we talk about interiors, design will be given by us. How the store will be look like, and what are the which all the fixtures has to be kept in which location and direction. All the branding will be done by us. Uh, where store signboard letters will be given by us. AMC need to be taken by the franchisee. Interior cost, if we talk about, it will be approximately 1200 rupees to 1400 rupees square feet. That comes into including tiles, ACs, fixtures, all the capex like manpower, electricity, credit card swiping charges, etc. will be bear by the franchisee.
All right. So typically we need about 1,200, 1,500 square feet size of a site,
Yep.
which needs about 1,200 odd square feet per square feet as a capex to
Capex.
set up the store.
Right.
And we need about 20 odd lakh rupees of BG for the stock.
Right.
Right.
And
So
in this one more thing, we have given a liberty to the franchisee that if he is having his own interior guy, he can get the things done from himself. Just because if we as a nationalized brand, we can give you the interior also, but it will be could be possible that it will cost you some amount of money higher than what you will get in the market. For example, if I take 100 rupees difference also in between the franchisee and my costing, for 1000 square feet it will be a 1 lakh rupee. So we doesn't want that burden to come on the franchisee, so we are giving a liberty that franchisee can get the interior done by himself and save the some amount of money.
all right. All right. So you have mentioned one point wherein you have talked about reference of centers, five
Right.
stores, right, by the current franchise. So suppose I take a franchise and I refer you 4 people or 5 people who will become your franchise later. So I'll get an additional of 5% only then when there are 5 stores up and there in the market.
Yes, as soon as the fifth
Until
store will be open.
up till 4 stores, there is no
No.
reference addition that we are going to get. However, what after 5, is it going to continue 5% or is it going to be
Yeah,
more?
it will be continue to 5%. All the total sale that is been done, on that you are going to get
Okay.
5%.
Okay. Okay. So 5 is going to top limit after that.
Right.
So that
Okay.
is 5% on his own store or 5% of
Total.
sale on all 5 stores.
All 5 stores.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So Anandji, do you have any question?
So I think it's very similar to John Players that discussed a couple of days back. So I think most of things seems to be answered to me. Just want to understand, like all these stores is like Reliance has multiple formats and multiple brands under them. So we are okay, like it can be next to Reliance Trends also or any other Reliance
Yes.
format store.
See,
There is no.
Lee Cooper, specifically, if I talk about, there will be only very few, you can count it on a finger also. There will be very few Reliant Trends where Lee Cooper is available. Before that, we have kept it inside almost every Reliant Trends. But gradually, we find that due to the high price range, it could not able to survive in, we are not getting the benefit out of it. So we are keeping the merchandise and that was getting blocked. So we have call back from all the Reliant Trends and all the pantaloons and lifestyle and shopper stops areas where we find that the sale is not happening. We are kept it, ask them to stop sending the merchandise. We are now looking for just because the price is very premium and it could not be sold out for a value retail format. When we talk about Reliance Retail, Pantaloon, Shopper Stop, these all came down to 399 rupees, 499 rupees, which will calculated as a value retail. So when we looking at a Lee Cooper as a brand, Lee Cooper is a mid-level price point article above than the value retail. So this is a reason if we will be having next to the Reliance also, that is not an issue, or it will not create a problem, or it will not catch the customer inside the brand. just because we will be having a different set of prospects.
Sure. And secondly, how many stores you have in East India, right?
East India, I think we are having only 4 stores. Total of approximately 32 stores we are having. In this financial year only, we have launched Lee Cooper again into the market. So that's why the pace is little slow. We are aggressive, but aggressiveness is not a desperation for us. So we are taking time evaluating the property, and on the mutual understanding only we are opening the stores. We are not opening as and when we get the property and we open it up. So we are looking for specific properties where we know that yes, the investment of a franchisee will be returned back in approximately 2 years or 1.5 years of a time. Then only we are saying yes. Rest we are straight away denying the property, even if franchisee get hurts by telling that this is my own property or this is my known area where I can do the business, because business. The product runs on specific platforms, and that norms need to be followed into the market, particularly if we talk about.
Fair enough. That's good. I'm done. I think, Gaurav, anything you want to take up?
So
No,
Praveen
we
ji, you
also
have
have
any
a
question?
few questions in
Yeah, I have.
the chat.
Yeah, I have just one small thing, Rajesh ji. So you mentioned two models, SOR and outright, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if let's say some investor signs up for an SOR model, so is there a possibility tomorrow he can switch to a outright model
See,
and vice versa?
currently as of now it's not, but we are working on it, and as soon as it will be done we'll roll out definitely, just because there will be involvement of lot of because we need to cancel the agreement. New agreement will be done, a bank guarantee will be returned, and then you need to again generate a bank guarantee for a 90 days or due time. So there are things get little complicated, due to which we have not yet said yes. As we started into the market, definitely this point will be taken into the consideration. Although we are discussing on it, and definitely will be giving this opportunity to the franchisee that if he wants to come down to either of the way after some time, he can opt for it.
All right, sure. Thanks. That's helpful. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Bharat, you can
So
take on.
we have one investor from Pali, Rajasthan.
Right.
So are we looking at a store in Pali, Rajasthan? Is it part of our go-to market?
Sir, Pali, even I don't know about the Pali so much, but if it's a
So Pali
market,
is very close to Jodhpur. It is about 90 odd kilometers from Jodhpur,
right.
and it's a very upcoming area. We have schools like Xavier up and operational there, and the market is now growing. It's prospering from last couple of years. I've seen there
So
is a lot of development taking place, but yet it is still a tier two, tier three city, I would say.
no, it will work out, because when we talk about tier 2 and tier 3, the maximum profitability goes into the rent. Approximately 20% of the amount goes into the rent. And when we talk about the B tier city or C tier city, the rentals is on a little lighter side. So this will give a extra
Hmm.
support to the franchisee that he can earn good amount of money. Whereas as I said that we have only 30 stores across India, and we are looking for an expansion aggressively. So we are open to any market where we having other brands. Inside that bunch of brands, we want to have our store, so that we can capture the walk-ins of other brands in our store. So this is our thought process currently. And if Pali as a market, when you talk about, is a high market, high street market, and we have a number of brands available in that market, definitely we love to get into it and get associated with this, the franchisee.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. So I request Lalit ji to please share his contact details as well so that our team can get in touch with you and we will be able to align your call and probably we can align the visit also from the brand side to your proposed side. And we can discuss on the investments and the sales projections basis, which we can have the ROI also very, very clear to you before you actually get into a business because visibility is very important. Unless you have a visibility, it's not right that you get into any business. And that's where franchise India teams a very, very critical role that we give you all sorts of understanding before you buy any business. We give you all the understanding on the strategy side of the business, on the operations part of the business, on the finances part of the business, and obviously the right fitment from the overall setting before you buy a business. So, Ravi, you have any question for your Hyderabad investors?
Yeah, is this for only the metros, or we have a couple of Tier 1, Tier 2 also, like Warangal, Karimnagar, and these locations?
We are
So
open
there,
to
what are the key preferences in terms of shortlisting process?
shortlisting process. It will be like the franchisee will give us the prospect franchisee will give us a location. Our representative will go and verify the location in terms of how the store looks like, what is the positioning of the store, as well as what is the street is doing or the mall other brands, competitor brands are doing. On that basis only, we'll do our back calculation. In terms of back calculation, when I talk about, it will be like rent, salaries, electricity, um, miscellaneous expenses. These are being taken into the consideration, and then we see that what is that location is feasible for us or not. If it's not, we'll say no. If it's feasible, definitely we go and open the store. As I
And
said,
the
that
timelines?
timelines, it will be like as soon as my person will be visiting the store, and within 3 to 4 days it will be finalized that we are going for it or we are not going for it. Because
Great, great.
in this we have, like, when I give a proposal, it will go to my manager, and my manager will give proposal to the national head, and then the vertical head all sits together, all four managers sit together and then evaluate about the location. We need to make the videos as well as the predictive sale of the other brands also, and then we need to present that presentation to the seniors as they see the location and then verify it. The person who visited on the ground, he also be involved in it, and then only we say yes or no for that particular property.
Thank you.
Got it, got it, got it. So it's a very easy process. You have kept it, but you want to make sure that whenever you are giving a showroom to somebody, it is making sense commercially and to the brand as well, that it is making a sense.
Right.
Because investment is not just the only thing, you need the profitability also in favor of your franchise.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
So what's a typical, I would say, a turnaround time from the site shortlisting to the site up and running, and what is going to be the cycle for your replenishment of the stock?
Right.
How the order flow has to happen?
So order flow, if you talk about, when initially when we talk about how the agreement happens, first the property evaluation will be done within 4 days, and then there will be an agreement that will be sent to from company side to the franchisee. He will sign it and courier it to the Bangalore. Then Bangalore, it will take another 2 days time to get it signed and send back the copy to the franchisee. Then we'll give a specific code to a franchisee who is an MF, for example. So MF should have a code which will be given when he opens other store also. That code will be used so that he do not have to. We can find it out that under which code the stores are running. And as soon as it will come, we'll take out the layout and give the design to the franchisee. By the time the interior work will be started, we'll get our branding work get printed, and it will be dispatched to the franchisee's location, so that as soon as the store will be get ready, we can have a branding at a place. Other than this, at the meantime, the AMC also will take 2 days time from the franchisee and will give the details that how the AMC need to be taken, and it will be done by the time. It will take another approximately, if you are getting the store ready from the scratch, it will take approximately 25 to 45 days of time. Usually.
Okay. And what is typically the stock turnaround time from the time of order after the store is up and operational?
As soon as, for example, every 7th day you will going to get and you deposit the amount, it will verify in 2 days time. It will go for a PO generation for 3 days, and then it will be packed into the boxes for, it will take another 2 days, and then it will dispatch. All the dispatches and the merchandise would be taken from the stores. It will be on a company cost. There will be no amount of money that a percentage that a franchisee has to invest on the courier or dispatching or receiving of a stock. It will take approximately 15 days of a time we kept it, so that we can have every 7th day you're going to get your stock back. That's how the cycle we have made. So first time it will take a little bit more time, because that was the first cycle. 7 day we need to wait. for the sale to happen, and another 14 days we need to wait to get the stock inside the store. And then gradually, after every 7th day, you will going to get receiving your stock.
Great, great, great. So typically it's a 7-day working cycle that we need in 7 working days or 7 days.
7 days.
Great. And is there any possibility that suppose you're giving a bank guarantee, you're taking a bank guarantee of about 20 lakhs and giving 60 lakhs worth of stock? What if somebody's paying you 20 lakhs in cash?
No. We
You
want
don't
a bank
accept.
guarantee.
You
In
need
this-
only bank guarantee.
In
So
this
there is no
scenario,
CD available.
yeah, we doesn't allow anybody to get a cash involvement in our business.
Cash doesn't mean only cash. Cash means the upfront payment. So what if they're
Yeah.
paying you the upfront money,
No,
20 lakh rupees? Do they get any cash discount or do they get any
No,
upfront
nothing.
discount?
no.
No, nothing. So it's only simple one model, 20 lakh rupees as a bank guarantee, and you get a
So
stock worth of 60 lakh rupees.
instead of getting a discount, I'll suggest you that go to the bank and get an FD against it of 20 lakh rupees. Get the FD against it. FD will give you approximately 6.4 to 6.6% of in return. When you convert into a bank guarantee, the bank will charge you approximately 1% or 1.2% of in charges. So in a year, you will going to get 5% interest over and above your investment, and that will be calculated in ROI, as well as the amount will be come to your bank account rather than coming into the Reliance account.
Right. So it's a meritorious model.
Yes.
I mean, I really like it, the way you have actually positioned it, the way you have planned it in favor of the franchisees. So, my dear viewers who are available today for the session, thank you so much that you have taken time out to learn about the opportunity associated with brand Lee Cooper and how you can set up and which all go-to markets are we looking at. So, any tier 2, tier 3 market is not a limitation to us. Rather, we are more keen and enthusiastic to set up in every part of the country wherever we see organic demand of buying a denim or a casual wear. Yes, my friend Rajesh, we have opportunity in Ujjain as well, though it's a very small city. But yes, we are looking at Ujjain also as a possible market. So you can share your contact details so that our team can get in touch with you and we can align your visit from the brand side to look at your site and see the feasibility of it. But in case you don't have a site, then perhaps you have to take it on rent. So we have to figure out the way also in case of the site not being available with you currently. But from a go-to-market perspective, Ujjain is one site where we're looking at setting up a Lee Cooper store. Thank you
Right.
so much for putting your query. Bharat, any ending notes from you?
No, I think we already have answered almost all the queries, right? But still, I would request all the viewers that in case if you still have any question, you can contact to us at our hotline number 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So that's it for the day. Let's call it off now. So thank you so much, all the panelists, for joining this webinar. Ravi, Praveenji, Gaurav, Soham, Anand sir, and Rajesh. Thanks so much for joining us on this webinar and sharing the business opportunity to all the viewers who joined this webinar. So that's it for the day. We'll start tomorrow webinar again at 12 o'clock, and we will come up with a new brand opportunity. Till then, take care and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you so